Okay, so great news. Roblox Store is finally updated. If you're like me, you probably logged on the Roblox today and saw that the modifiers update is officially out. You may have also seen that there's brand new badges. If you go to the About section and scroll all the way down, you'll actually find 2 new badges. We've got Not 5 Stars and Hotel Heck. Now, how you access this update is you want to go into the game, and down here in the bottom right, you're going to see a little icon. This is the modifiers icon. You're going to click that, and it's going to bring up this menu here. Now, you're probably looking at this, and you're like, oh my god, this looks so complicated. There's so many options, so many numbers. What is going on? Let me break it down for you. So essentially, each one of these are modifiers. You can select as many or as few as you want, and they each do different things. First off, you're going to notice that some of these modifiers either increase the amount of knobs you get per game, and some of them decrease the amount of knobs you get per game, depending on if it makes the game harder for you or easier. So for example, there's this modifier called More Stuff, and it makes it so that more items can be found. It makes the game easier, so it decreases the amount of knobs you get by 50%. Now, on the flip side, there's a modifier that makes it so that non-essential items and pickups are just gone. They're not in the game anymore, and it actually gives you 15% more knobs. Now, if you're wondering how this ties back into the new badges, the Not 5 Stars and the Hotel Heck badge, well, for the Not 5 Stars badge, which actually, funny thing here, it's actually a picture of El Goblino leaving a bad Google review for the hotel. Apparently, El Goblino is a Karen. Well, in order to get this badge, you're going to need to complete Roblox doors with a 50% modifier or higher. So, for example, there's a modifier here. It's called Room for More. All entities from the rooms have a chance to attack. It gives you plus 20% to your knobs, but it also adds the room entities into the normal game. But we need 50%. So, like, sure, maybe we want the rooms entities into the game. Well, we could also do this here. This is another 10%. Snare spawns in multiples throughout the floor. So now we're at 30%. Here's a modifier here. You really can run. Seek's chase will be longer and start earlier. That's another 10%. Here's a fun one. Last few breaths. Enter with 50% max health. So that's 10%. Added with all the other ones I just selected, I now have 50%. So if I create this, and yes, your friends can play with you and start up this match, well, you can see right there on the right side of my screen, there's the 4 modifiers that are activated, and I can press tab to, well, look at that and also disable it. So there they are right there. And you can see, well, now Snare is actually in the main game. They're no longer just in room 90 to 100. But if we go back into the lobby here, bring up the modifier list, and yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. Creekrat, what happens if you enable all the modifiers at one time? Well, stay tuned. We're going to do that at the end of the video. Because first, I want to show you how to get the Hotel Heck badge. Now, you'll notice that I don't have this. You're also going to notice that only 213 people have ever gotten this in the history of ever. Because this one is very, very difficult. So for the 5-star badge, you had to have a 50% modifier. For the Hotel Heck badge, you have to have a 150% modifier. So, like for example, 25%. All rooms will be completely dark. No gold can be found. Glowing hints are disabled. Keys, books, and other pickups no longer emit a shimmering noise. Almost every room is locked. All damage, except for non-fatal, results in immediate death. And we're only at 105%. We gotta keep going. Crouching is significantly slower. Most entities will attack much more often. Rush will move quicker. Rush will emit no sound. We're still only at 140%. We need 10% more. Let's go with this. Seek's chase will be longer and start earlier. So if we start that up and attempt this, if we beat the game with these modifiers, we will get the Hotel Heck badge and be one of the only people in the world to do so. And as you can see, there's a lot of oh, yep, that's right. All the rooms are dark. And so the lights just burst. Love that. That's great. Now, I'm going to play this through just to show you guys how difficult this can actually be. So you'll notice right off the bat, every room is locked. So we have to find the key in every single room now. So that's great. Room 2, there we go. Room 3, also locked. Oh, there's the key right there. Now, in order to get the 150% challenge completed, you don't have to do the exact modifiers that I'm doing here. You can pick and choose. It's just the overall amount has to be equal to 150% more difficult, or 150% higher difficulty. You get the idea. Also, keep in mind that, well, I was gonna say keep in mind that Rush doesn't make a sound anymore, so it's gonna be really hard to tell when he's coming. Yep, That's a great point right there. Exactly. But you guys are probably wondering what happens if you enable all of them at the exact same time. Well, there's some interesting ones in here that I want to point out first. Like, for example, jamming. It plays music over the game sound. You can't hear the game sound. It just spams music in your ear. There's also wet floor, which means the floor is slippery. Basically, it's wet, so you slide around. I should also point out that some of these are actually grouped together. So, for example, all the light modifiers, you can only select one. For example, more rooms will be dark versus all rooms will be completely dark. So I can only choose one of those. We're going to choose the highest difficulty one out of every single category. We are about to enable every single modifier. This is going to be insane. Oh, this is a fun one. Missing health will also reduce speed. Couple that with the fact that you only have 50% max health and you're already from the start moving at half speed. Most entities will attack much more often. Yep. Timothy will attack more often, and by the way, his bite is now fatal. Timothy will kill you. Love that. 2 sets of eyes spawn in every room. Great. Literally enabling everything. There we go. It is done. We have 31 modifiers activated. There they all are on the right-hand side of the screen. We're about to have a bad time. Now, you're going to notice right off the bat that the music is different. And you're also going to notice that it never stops. It keeps playing over everything in the game. You can't hear anything, dude. Like, good Lord, it is insane. Also, I'm moving so slow. Check this out. I'm going to crouch. Look how slow I'm going. Look how slow this is. Oh my God, this is gonna be insane. Bro, this music is so loud. I love it, but I'm gonna have to turn that down. Turning it down doesn't turn it down. Great, love that. I can't turn it down. Fantastic. Let's open that up right there. There we go. And I'm dead. let's revive. Let's off the music's back. Love that. Great. Fantastic. Awesome. Oh, there's a little bogey right there on the ground. We got to keep looking down because eyes spawn in every room, which is great. Also, if I get Timothy here, I'm probably going to die. Hopefully, we don't get Timothy in one of these drawers. There we go. Room number 2. Key to door number 2. There we go. Something is stopping you from opening the door? What? Ah! What was that? Oh. That was A-120, you know, from the rooms that I couldn't hear coming because I enabled all the modifiers at one time. But what if we just enable the ones that make the game easier? Less rooms will be dark. More gold can be found. More items can be found. Movement speed is significantly faster. I get minus 90% knobs on this. So you're going to notice I'm blazing. Look how fast I am. This is crazy. Even crouched, I'm going fast. Now, the question is, if I eat some vitamins, then how fast will I go? Oh, wow, look, we already found a candle because items spawn more. Let's take a vitamin. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my. I feel like I'm hacking. They added hacks to the game. Look at this. This is so cheap. This is crazy. So I guess if you have trouble beating the game, this is one way to beat the game. Just make it really easy. You probably don't even have to worry about any of the entities spawning. And if you do, you can probably outrun them. Something else to note, too, they also announced an El Goblino plush. They're doing a giveaway for it. Hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you guys want one. Maybe I'll buy some and give them away. I don't know. Should I do that? Let me know down below